Hi everyone, welcome to lilthings. We're gonna be making this square pixel grid heart. If you're a beginner, this is a perfect project for you because not only can you practice your single crochet, and also you can learn how to do a color change. And the color change that we're gonna be doing in this video is a invisible color change. And the invisible color change is going to look seamless. And of course, per every tutorial, I'm gonna be showing you every step very slowly. But if you find that you're still struggling, I have an absolute beginner where I break down literally every single step, how to start a project, how to do the single crochet, everything in one video. So you can click the link over here or over here and you can go watch that now, then come back. Also, when you're done with the project, you can treat it as like a granny square. You can make a lot of them and you can sew them all together. And then you can make like a pouch, a bag, a book sleeve. It's totally up to you. Or if you just want it to be like a square, it would still look really cute. Also, I have a very big announcement to make. I'm gonna be starting my own online yarn store. And these are my favorite colors from my yarn. We have a lot of we have 78 color option and we're in the process of building it. I'm planning on launching it mid-November, but still it's not solid yet. But I always keep you guys updated on my Instagram. Make sure you follow me at lilthings on Instagram. Also join the waitlist down in the description box so you'll be first to get notified when we launch. I can already foresee that you're going to become a very good crocheter. And by then you'll probably want to make some crochet friends and start a crochet account. And that's when you need a website, whether it be a link in bio website or a website that you could document your whole crochet journey. It's kind of like a portfolio, or to even sell your crochet patterns or creations. So let me introduce you to today's sponsor, which is Universe. Universe is a drag and drop website building app. If you've used any of the link in bio website, you'll notice that the templates are very much the same. So my favorite thing about Universe is that not only does it give you a lot of creative freedom, but also keeping it very easy to understand, and especially people like me who suck at technology and like anything to do with like computers and stuff. It's super beginner friendly. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. Essentially, your website is created by little blocks, and in each block you can pick one block and add a specific function to it. There are a lot of different functions. For example, adding text, adding images, changing the background color, adding buttons to redirect people to other links, for example your YouTube channel or your Etsy. You can also create different pages. So for me personally, I did my link in bio in the first page, which is the main page. Then you can swipe to the right. It'll be a whole list of the tutorials that I've done in the past. I personally am using the free version, and with the creative freedom it gives you and all the useful functions, it's really more than enough if you're looking for a link in bio or building your portfolio. If you're planning on selling crochet creations or patterns, and if you're based in the US, you can jump to Universe Pro to get a custom.com domain, unlock Universe Sell and download block, which are the functions that allows you to sell digital and also physical products. Use the link in the description box to get a 25% off your first year with Universe. And also the free version. I'm going to be making a Universe template for you guys. So the first page is going to be a link in bio. For the second page, it's going to be either your shop or your crochet portfolio. So make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be announcing my templates on there. So now let's talk about materials. So I'm going to be using 3.5mm hook with two different color 5-ply yarn. So white color and pink color, but you can totally choose different color yarn. Scissors, and that's basically it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. So first of all, we're going to be starting with the outside color, and I want my piece to be white and pink for the heart. So first, let's start with a slip knot. So we're gonna grab the tail of the yarn over here with our right hand. For our left hand, I'm gonna point up 2 fingers like this. Then I'm going to grab the yarn tail with my left hand like this. Then I'm going to twist my left hand like 2 fingers like this. Then it creates a loop on the left and then a yarn tail on the right. So I'm going to slide my thumb inside the loop on my left hand. Then I'm trying to grab the yarn tail on my right hand like this. After I've grabbed the yarn tail using my left hand, I'm going to pull it through the loop on my left fingers. Then I kind of drop the whole thing, then grab the remaining yarn, then just pull them. And that creates a slip knot. So you'll have a loop at the top over here, then a knot in the middle, then a yarn tail, and then a working yarn. So a working yarn is the yarn that's attached to the yarn ball. Then we're going to hold on to the slip knot over here in the middle. Then we're going to pull the yarn tail to make the loop smaller. Once the loop is small enough, we can stick our hook into the loop right here. Then we can keep on pulling the yarn tail until it wraps perfectly around our hook. So after this, we're gonna learn how to grab our supplies. So the way I'm grabbing my supplies is I'm just gonna place it on top of my 3 fingers on my left hand. So middle finger, ring finger, and pinky, like this. Then I'm going to go behind my index finger. Then after this, I'm going to hold in my ring finger and pinky like this, kind of like holding a gun. After this, I'm going to hold my piece with my middle finger and thumb. So the middle finger stays straight while I'm crocheting, so it will like slide like this. So this is basically how I'm going to hold my yarn, and for holding the hook, I'm just gonna hold it like how I'm holding a pen. So after this, now we can actually start our piece. As you can see on the chart, you can see that the width for the piece is actually 11. So we need to have a foundation of 7 chains. And also we're going to be crocheting row by row. So like from the bottom to up like this. As you can see, we're at the very bottom. So we need to create a base, kind of like a foundation of 11 stitches. So before doing the stitches, we need to do a foundation chain. So to do a foundation chain, so this is our working yarn over here. We are going to bring our hook behind and over the working yarn. So go behind and then on top and over, like this. After we've grabbed the working yarn, we're going to pull it through the loop on our hook. Just gently pulling it like this. You can see we've made 1 chain. You can see a V over here, and that is 1 chain. Then we're going to continue, yarn over, bring our hook to the back of the working yarn like this, then over and on top like this. Then once we've grabbed it with our hook, we're going to pull it through the loop on our hook. And as you can see, we have the second chain. Now we're going to do this again. Bring our hook to the back of the working yarn, then over and on top. This. Once we've grabbed it, pull it through the loop on our hook. Now we've got 3 chains. We gotta do 11 chains in total. So again, yarn over, go behind and over and on top of the working yarn, basically wrapping the working yarn around our hook. Then we're gonna pull it through the loop on our hook, like this. Then again, yarn over, so now we have 5 chains, so we're just going to repeat this until we have 11. And if you don't know how to count how many chains you got, you can count the number of V's you got over here. So now I have got a total of 11 chains, and that is going to be the width for my square, and we can actually start our piece. For our whole piece, we're going to be doing single crochet all across. So single crochet have a height, so it is a height of 1 chain. To start a row, basically we need to chain 1 to give a height for the row. Our chain 1 that we're going to do does not count into the foundation chain. This chain 1 that we're doing is to give height. So again, just chain 1 more. So actually we have a total of 12. So now we're going to do a single crochet all across the foundation chain over here. The very first V right here that's closest to our hook is this one. And this is the extra chain 1. And this chain right here is to give height. We're going to insert our hook into the chain below. So now we're going to insert our hook right here. So I like to place my thumb on the second chain. Then we're just going to insert our hook right into the middle of the V. So you can see that there's a V here. Literally gonna insert our hook right in the middle of it, like inside, and I'm going under a loop. Then after this, we're going to do a single crochet. To do a single crochet, yarn over on the working yarn here. So bring our hook to the back of the working yarn, yarn over, so go over and on top like this. Once we've grabbed the yarn over here, we can pull it through the stitch, the chain. after pulling it through, we got 2 loops on our hook. We're gonna yarn over again, then pull it through both loops on our hook. So yarn over again right here, go over and on top like this. So see the hook I've grabbed onto the working yarn, then I'm gonna pull it through both loops like this. And this is a single crochet. As you can see from the chart here, our very first bottom row is a row full of just one single color, so there's no color change, so we can just keep on making single crochet. So it's a good practice for us if you're a complete beginner. So we've done our very first single crochet. Now we're going to do the second one. So as you can see, we're just going to be doing one single crochet in each and every chain. So for the very first chain right here, as you can see, it's stretched out, so this is the previous one. So we can move our finger to the left, then we can see another V, which is another chain. Then we gotta insert a hook into the second chain here to make the second single crochet. So we just gotta insert into the middle. Basically, you're gonna go through one loop. After you've gone through one loop, we're going to do a yarn over. So bring our hook to the back and on top of the working yarn. Then we're just going to pull it through the chain loop. So we pull it through the chain, just going through one loop. Now that will bring up a loop on our hook. So as you can see, we got 2 loops on our hook right now. Then we got to yarn over on our working yarn, go over and on top of the working yarn. Then we gotta pull it through both loops on our hook, like this. Then for our third one, as you can see, the chain that we did a single crochet is already very stretched out. So move our finger to the left a bit, you can see the next and the upcoming V. Then that is the next stitch. So insert our hook into that, go right in the middle of the V. Then we're going to do a yarn over, go behind and on top and over the working yarn. You basically grab the yarn like this, then pull it through the chain right here. So just pull it through like the first loop. Then now we've got 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and then pull it through both loops. So yarn over, go behind and on top like this, then pull it through both loops on our hook like this. Now we've done our third double crochet, so I'm so proud of you for making this far, because if you could make all 3 single crochets, it's basically the same thing all across the piece, so you'll be fine. So let's make our 4th one. So place our finger back into the previous chain. As you can see, it's stretched out, so it's very easy to spot. So move our finger to the left a bit, you can see the upcoming one. So insert our hook into the V right here. Then yarn over, then pull it through the chain, basically the first loop. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, and then pull it through both loops, just like this. After this, move a finger to the left, then that is your next chain. So I'm going to demonstrate this one more time. Insert your hook into the chain, then pull it through, then yarn over, then pull it through the chain, basically the first loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and then pull it through both loops on our hook. Just pull them through like this. So we're just going to repeat this until the end of the row. If you forgot how to do it, it's the exact same thing, so you can re-watch the parts where I demonstrated it very slowly. So now I'm on my very last stitch right here. So I have just 1 V left. Then I'm just gonna finish it off. So it's the exact same thing. Insert your hook into the V, yarn over, pull it through the chain. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull it through both loops on our hook. And just like this. And also for the tail here, we can just pull it to tighten the gap. So as you can see, there's no more gap over here. Now that we've done our very first row, you'll see a row of single crochet. Now let's move on to the second row, which has a color change. So now let's move on to row 2. So to start row 2, as I mentioned before, whenever you start a new row, stitches have height, and the height for the single crochet is 1 chain. So to start row 2, we need to chain 1. So in case you forgot how to do it, we just gotta yarn over and pull through. So yarn over, bring our hook behind and on top and over the working yarn like this, then pull it through the loop on our hook, just like this. If you're right-handed, you can only crochet from the right to the left. We need to turn our work, so basically just turn your work like this. Then we're gonna work from the back of our work. It is just the exact same thing. Now that we've chained 1, we've given height for the row 2. You can see from the chart, in the middle there is a color change. That means that there'll be 5 white stitches over here, then there'll be 1 pink in the middle, then we're gonna change color back to white. So there's 2 color change happening in this row. But before that, let's do our very first 5 white single crochet first. If you look at your piece from above, you can see that there's a bunch of V's on the top. Now what we're gonna do, we don't go into the V's, we go under the whole V. So let's say I'm going to do a stitch on this stitch. So you can see the V on the top. You just gotta insert your hook under the V, like this. Basically, the V is right on top of your hook and you're going under it. So this is essentially how we're gonna be making our stitches and inserting our hook from row 2 and onwards. You can see on the back as well, there's like tiny little gaps that you can insert your hook into. When you look at it from above, the closest V is actually right here. So right here. So I'm basically going under a V. After this, we just do a single crochet. So yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Now we have got 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through. So yarn over, then just pull it through both loops. And then we gotta continue. So the next stitch is right here. It's a tiny little gap, and also when you look at it from above, there's the next V. So insert your hook into the gap, and then you can also see that you're going through a V here. After this, we gotta yarn over, then pull it through the stitch. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We gotta yarn over and then pull it through both loops. Now we've done 2 single crochet. We got 3 more white single crochet left before the color change. So we just gotta repeat this for 3 more times. Actually, like 2.5 more single crochet, and I'll explain why later. So let's continue. Insert your hook into the next stitch, which is the next little gap right here. It's like a little bumps. So insert it and then make sure that you're going under a V. There's both loops of the V sitting right on top of your hook. After this, yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Now we got 2 loops on our hook. We gotta yarn over again, pull it through both loops. We've got our 3rd single crochet. Now we're gonna do our 4th one. So insert your hook like normal. Then we're going to yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops, like this. We are very, very close to our first color change. So I'm going to prepare my pink yarn because I want my heart to be pink. So let me demonstrate this. I'm gonna do this very slowly. So it's still a single crochet. So insert your hook into the upcoming stitch, which is our 5th stitch. Go under a V. Then we're going to yarn over. Yarn over, then pull it through the stitch. Now I've got 2 loops on our hook, and this is the tricky part. So instead of yarning over on the white yarn and pulling it through, we're going to finish the stitch with using the other color. Place our yarn on top of our work, then secured it with my thumb. Then now we're going to do a yarn over. So bring our hook behind and on top of our pink yarn. Pretend this is white, pretend it's the normal yarn. Then we're going to pull it through the loops on our hook, like this. What we gotta do now is to grab both pink and white yarn to tighten them. When you're just crocheting a piece, there is going to be a right side and there is going to be a bad side. So the right side is when the stitches look tidier. So how to tell which side is the right side? So essentially you can tell by looking at the yarn tail. So if the yarn tail, which is connected to the corner of our crochet piece, if the yarn tail is on our bottom right hand side, which is like what we have right now, this is the wrong side. So this is the uglier side. This is the side where we're gonna have a lot of tails, especially when we're doing pixel grid. When we have this tail on the right, this is when we can have our tail sticking out and it's fine. And because the right side is on here, it looks clean on this side, it'll be fine. I'll also remind you guys like all along. But anyways, now that we've finished our 5 white single crochet here, we're going to be doing just one single pink stitch in the middle. Insert our hook like normal into the next upcoming stitch. Then we're going to do a yarn over. So like this, yarn over, pull it through the loop, pull it through the stitch. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook. And because we're going to only have 1 pink stitch, that is when we're gonna do the color change, which is right now. So we're not gonna finish our stitch with the pink yarn. We're going to drop it. Remember we said the right side and wrong side. Since we're facing the wrong side, that is when all the tails should be hidden. We're going to bring the working yarn, bring the pink yarn right here, bring it to the front, to the right. We kind of hold it like this. So make sure that like on the right side you don't see anything, you don't have the tail sticking out. Then we're going to grab the white working yarn and continue finishing the stitch. So we're going to finish the stitch off with the white yarn. So yarn over with the white yarn, then pull it through both loops on our hook, just like this. Now after each color change, you got to pull the yarn to kind of secure it. After this, we're back into doing white yarn, 5 more white stitches. So insert our hook into the next stitch, then just do a white single crochet, just a normal single crochet, and then continue, insert your hook into the stitch, then do a yarn over, pull it through the loop, pull it through the stitch. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull it through both loops on our hook. Then do it again, insert our hook into the stitch, and then yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull it through both loops on our hook. Now we have 2 more stitches. We just gotta finish that up. And the last one might look a little bit like tilted. We still gotta stick our hook into that. Make sure you're going into a V. Now we're going to finish our row off. So now we're done with our row 2. Now we're going to be doing our row 3. We're gonna chain 1 to start our new row. Chain 1, so yarn over, then pull it through the loop on our hook, just like this. Now after this, we're going to turn our work, so literally like turn it. For row 3, we're gonna do 4 white single crochet, then we're gonna do a color change. After that, we're gonna do 3 pink stitches, then do a color change, change back to white, then do 4 single crochet. So this is how it's gonna go. So let's do our very first 4 white single crochet. Here is our very first stitch right here. Insert our hook right into that. It's like sitting right below our chain 1 that we did before. So insert our hook into that. Make sure you're going under a V. After this, yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Then we're left with 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull it through both loops on our hook. Now we've made our very first single crochet. Now we're gonna do it 3 more times. So insert our hook into the next bump. Then make sure you're going under a V. Then do a single crochet here. This is our second single crochet. Now insert your hook into the third one. Yarn over, pull it through. Then yarn over again, pull it through 2 loops. This is our third stitch. Now we're going to do our fourth one, which is when the color change happened. Instead of finishing off the fourth stitch with the white yarn, we're going to finish it off by using the pink yarn. Insert our hook into the upcoming stitch. Do a normal single crochet, yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Now we got 2 loops on our hook. We're going to drop the white yarn. Just leave it hanging like on the back here. We're going to grab the pink working yarn. The working yarn is the yarn that's attached to the pink yarn ball over here. So after we've grabbed that, we're going to do a yarn over on that yarn. So yarn over, and just pull it through both loops on our hook. After this, we're going to pull the white working yarn. As you can see, the stitches is a little bit loose. We're going to pull the working yarn, the white working yarn, to kind of tighten it a little bit. We are going to do 3 stitches of pink. So as you can see, the previous round of the pink is the tip of the heart. Then for this one, it's kind of expanding. We're up to like the bottom of the heart. So now insert our hook into the next stitch right here. Make sure you're going under a V. Yarn over just to make a normal single crochet. Then just yarn over, pull through both loops, just like a normal, like single crochet. Then we're gonna do this 2 more times. So here, next stitch, insert your hook, do a single crochet like this. After this, insert our hook into the third stitch right here. This is our last pink single crochet. Yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Now we got 2 loops on our hook. Since the upcoming stitch is a white stitch, that means that we have to end our last pink stitch with the white yarn. So we drop the pink yarn, grab the white yarn from the back, then we're gonna do a yarn over using the white yarn, then pull it through both loops on our hook. Then we need to tighten the stitch with the pink yarn. We just need to crochet across, make 4 single crochet to finish off row 3. So just do a stitch, like a single crochet on top of the previous round. So this is my second single crochet. Then my third single crochet here. And then my 4th single crochet. And now this is what we're gonna have. So for row 4, there'll be 3 white single crochet followed by 5 pink single crochet. Lastly, we have 3 white single crochet. So to start row 4, we need to chain 1. So yarn over, pull it through the stitch, pull it through the loop on your hook. We gotta turn our work. Turn like this. As you can see on the back, it's a bit messy, but it's okay. Remember to keep all the messiness like on this side. After this, we need to make 3 single crochet. So just like usual, insert our hook into the very first stitch. Right here. Go through a V. After this, do a single crochet. If you ever forgot how to do single crochet, you can rewatch the beginning of the video. So we have 1 single crochet, we need to make 2 more. So let's do our second one. this is our second single crochet. Now let's do our third one. And the third one is when we need to do the color change. So don't finish your third stitch with the white yarn. So yarn over. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. That is when we need to do a color change. Drop our white yarn, but don't just drop it here. Bring the white yarn to us and hold it with your thumb or whatever. Just hold it. Make sure that this yarn is on the wrong side. Then grab our pink working yarn. We're gonna finish the stitch using the pink yarn. So yarn over on the pink yarn, then pull it through both loops on our hook to finish off the white stitch. Now we need to pull the white yarn to make sure that it's tightened. Now let's do our 5 single crochet using our pink yarn. So this could be a little bit tricky because you can see that the yarn could be a little messy, but you have to look at your stitches from above and make sure that you're not missing any stitch, and you can use your hand to like kind of, stretch them out a little bit, and you can see that there's actually a white stitch before the pink stitches. So the white stitch from the previous row is the next stitch. So insert our hook into the white stitch right here. Just make our normal pink single crochet for 5 times. So this is our first pink single crochet, and then we're gonna repeat this 4 more times. We got 1 last pink stitch left. So insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, but don't finish your stitch. So bring your pink yarn to the back of our work. So in front of us, this is the wrong side, remember? So we're just going to pick up the white yarn here. You can see the white yarn is coming up from here, from the previous stitch. Then we're just going to yarn over on the white yarn. Then pull it through both loops on our hook. Just like this. And remember, it's kind of important to keep this. It's very important not to tighten this too much, or else your piece would curve up, so it might curve like this. I like to leave a little bit of space over here, and then with like the pink yarn, drag it to the right, to the opposite side, so that it wouldn't get in our way. So now let's continue doing our stitches. We got 4 more single crochet left. Actually not 4, 3 single crochet. So insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, just do 3 more normal single crochet. So now we're going to start row 5. To start row 5, we're going to chain 1. So chain 1, yarn over, pull it through this loop on our hook. Now we got to turn our work from right to back. Now you can see that we got the bottom of the heart right here. It's looking pretty good. For this row, we have to make 2 white single crochet followed by 7 pink single crochet, then 2 white single crochet. Now let's do our very first 2 single crochet. So insert our hook into the very first stitch. Then we're gonna yarn over, pull it through the loop on our hook. Pull it through the stitch. Yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on our hook. Then for the second stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, but don't finish your stitch. Drop your white yarn. We're gonna finish our stitch using the pink yarn because the upcoming stitches are pink. Yarn over on the pink yarn, pull it through the loop on our hook, the loops on our hook. We gotta pull the white yarn to secure it. After this, insert our hook into the next stitch. Make sure you're going 3V. Then do a single crochet. I've already done 1, so we just need to do 6 more. So insert your hook into the next one. Just gonna do 6 more single crochet. And I feel like at this point, everyone is a bit, familiar with how to make the single crochet, and it's just getting a bit repetitive now. So I'm just gonna go a little bit faster. Now I got a last one to do, so insert my hook into that. Now I'm not going to finish our stitch right here. Drop my pink yarn and grab my white yarn. Then we're going to yarn over and pull it through using the white yarn. So yarn over, pull it through both loops of the pink yarn. Then remember to pull the pink yarn to kind of secure it, to make it tighter. After that, we need to finish our piece with 2 more white single crochet. So insert a hook into the next stitch and then do it another stitch like this. So it's kind of coming together, and as you can see here, this is the right side and it looks good. From the back you can see that there is a bunch of like yarn tails and everything. So the next row is row 6, and as you can see from the chart, row 6 to row 8 is actually the same. I'm going to demonstrate how to do row 6, and you can do row 7 to row 8 by ourselves, but yeah, let me demonstrate how to do row 6 first. We're going to chain 1 to start another row. So yarn over, pull it through the loop, and then after this we're going to turn our work. Then we are only going to do 1 white single crochet. So insert our hook into the very first stitch. That means that even for the very first stitch we cannot finish our stitch using our white yarn. Yarn over, pull it through the stitch. Now we got 2 loops on our hook. When we're facing the wrong side, when we drop our yarn, we need to bring our yarn to us, to the wrong side, then we drop it. Yarn over and pull through using the pink yarn. We're going to yarn over here, pull it through the loops on our hook. Then remember to tighten the white yarn. We gotta do 9 pink single crochet all across. So the next stitch is actually here. You should be going under the white V. Then we're just going to do a single crochet like this. Then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna make a total of 9 pink single crochet. So we basically just crochet all across. So let me just do this real quick. So this is my second pink single crochet. And now I've come to my last stitch for the pink stitches. So I'm just gonna finish my pink stitch. Then I don't finish it. I'm gonna bring my pink yarn to the wrong side over here. Then grab the white yarn and finish it off using the white yarn. Remember, when you're pulling your stitch, you know how your white yarn is kind of like going across, do give a little bit of space. So leave a little bit of gap here. Do not really tighten it, or else your pieces is gonna look really weird. Yarn over, pull it through the loop on your hook like this. Then we just need to do a single crochet on the very last stitch using white. Now this is how you're gonna do row 7 and row 8. So I'm gonna quickly do the exact same thing for row 7 and row 8. All we gotta do is to chain 1, do 1 white single crochet, but remember, do not finish it with the white yarn. Finish your first single crochet with the pink yarn. Then do 9 pink single crochet, just like how we did in row 6. If you forgot how to do it, you can rewatch row 6. I'm just gonna quickly do this. So now we're up to row 9, and as you can see from the chart, we also have to start with 1 white single crochet, then followed by 4 pink single crochet, then change to 1 white single crochet, then 4 pink, then 1 white. Start by using the white color yarn. We're gonna chain 1 first, so insert a hook into the very first stitch over here. Then do a single crochet, but don't pull it through, don't finish it off. Then grab our pink yarn, yarn over on the pink yarn, pull it through the stitches. Then remember to tighten your stitches using the white yarn. Then we're going to do 4 pink stitches, so just do 4. So the first one, and then the second stitch right here, and doing my 4th one, my 3rd one, and the 4th one. We're just going to change colors. Grab the white yarn over here, yarn over, pull it through the pink loops, then pull the pink yarn to tighten the stitches. Now we're gonna do 1 white single crochet in the following stitch. After this, we're not going to pull it through. We're just going to, it's so rapid, like we have to change colors so often right here, so it's a bit annoying, but just bear with me. Then after this, pull it through with the pink yarn. So yarn over on the pink yarn, pull it through the loops. Then pull the white working yarn to make the stitches tighter. Then we need to do 4 more pink stitches. And then my second one. So for my 4th one, I do not pull it through, do not finish it with the pink yarn. I grab the white yarn, then I yarn over and pull it through the both loops. After this, grab the pink yarn, pull it, and finish it off using the white yarn. Just do a white single crochet here. We're going to be doing 2 white stitches, followed by 2 pink, then 3 white, 2 pink, 2 white. To start the row, yarn over, pull it through this loop on your hook. After this, we turn our work and then insert our hook into the very first stitch. Just do 2 single crochet here using white yarn. And for the second one, don't pull it through, so don't finish your stitch. Place your white working yarn on the wrong side and then grab your pink working yarn. We're going to yarn over and pull it through 2 loops like this. And after this, we have 2 pink stitches to do. So insert your hook into the next stitch, then yarn over, pull it through. Just make 2 pink stitches in the second stitch. Now we're left with 2 loops in our hook. Grab the pink yarn, put it in front of us, then grab our white yarn, then yarn over and then pull it through both loops like this. Also, you'll have like yarn that's strangled like this, and that's okay, that's normal. That's what happens when you do pixel grid. So now we're gonna do 3 single crochet with white color yarn. This is my second one. And then my 3rd one, and remember, do not finish it off. This is my 3rd single crochet with white, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna place the yarn in front of me, then grab the pink yarn over here. Then we're going to yarn over and pull it through both loops. After this, we're going to do 2 pink single crochet. And do not finish it off. Then pull the white yarn over on the white yarn. Do a white single crochet. So finish your piece with 2 white single crochet. So we are basically almost done. So here is our heart. Our last row only going to be just single crochet all across. Chain 1, yarn over, pull it through the loop on your hook. Then it's just going to be white stitches all across. So no color change at all. So we just need to keep on making single crochet all across. So I feel like there's not much explanation to do because we've done so many single crochet now. And I'm on my very last stitch. So yeah, this is your final piece, and to end your work, you can insert your hook back into the loop. Then you can do a chain 1. So yarn over, pull it through the loop on your hook, then pull a big loop. Then you can just cut it over here. You can just cut your yarn here. And also for the pink yarn, you can also cut it, leave a little bit of space, then cut it. So this is what we have right now. Usually with pixel grid art, you don't really need to weave in. You can leave it as it is. A lot of people just glue it together. They stick it onto a felt. And then the back is gonna look really nice because it has a felt. You can't really see the mess over here. And then from the front, it looks amazing. Maybe you wanna do different color and then you can like sew them together to make a bag. It's completely up to you. So yeah, this is how you make a pixel grid heart. So if you like more content like this, remember to subscribe because this is what keeps the channel going. And also if you like the yarn that I'm using, I'm gonna launch these yarns very soon. Make sure to follow my Instagram because that's when I do most of my updates on the shop. So yeah, also comment what you want to see from me next. Yeah, I'll see you over in the comments. Bye!